within Biafra. Make you listen, because at the like if at the talk, at the show you. Our leader, our PM, Mazi Simon Egba will tell you, we dey play, it dey show. We dey play, it dey show. Yeah, Papa Smith in there, Ikechukwu Samuel. So I quickly want us to look at this. Just look at what Nigeria terrorist leaders are saying. New terrorist group Lukawara initially seemed friendly. You see, when we tell you that these people are just bunch of terrorists, people don't understand it. I want to ask a question. Where on earth have you seen any terrorist group, any violent group, any tout group, any form of group with arms? How have you seen them friendly before? Outside the vigilante, outside the military or personnel or security personnel, have you seen any violent terrorist group that are friendly? It's only in Nigeria you get this. Look, this is Musa. This is the same Musa that told you that the problem they have in Nigeria is Biafra. And they claim that they never knew that there was a Lukarawa terrorist group in Nigeria. They never knew that these people are terrorists. Look at what he's saying now. Just look. It's in today's newspaper. New terrorist group Lukawara initially seemed friendly, but now a significant threat, say Nigeria defense chief. You see, I want those that believe in Nigeria, because if you they follow Ogenkere, Sonny Akbarawa with Raphael and the co, I want you to know, they follow anything outside the Nigeria. Like it or leave it, believe it or no, you are following Nigeria. It's just that simple. I tell you the truth. Now the truth, where me I stand from beginning, and me I stand now. And I tell you from beginning, I sing one song. I see them falling. That was a Babylon through down. That was a Babylon through down. In case you don't know, when we come to their farm, we go farm their crop for them. We they come there, we go talk about them. But meanwhile, I just want you to know that these people have no other motive but Nigeria. So, and then talking about the men on ground, any man where they will say in be Biafran army supporting Oge, that person never before meant well for Biafra. I tell you the truth. Anybody that have made himself a social media blogger, unless you come out to retrieve those rubbish you vomited in the social media, it's only in Nigeria you see military coming out to blog. Are they lie? So when you come out in the name that you were Biafran army to blog, I can't you join Nigeria? Not be only in Nigeria you go see military, they tell you, Asadi Tagobono fit to fight Nigeria army. Is it not only in Nigeria you see military officers, even defense generals will come out and tell you, we know them, but we never want to fight them. When we want to fight them, we will bring them all down. Is it not in Nigeria? Is it not in Nigeria you see army general coming out to tell you that we are supporting the encouraging And we are supporting, we are encouraging the rehabilitation of the terrorists. They have repented. Is it not enough? You see them talking rubbish in social media. So when you call yourself a Biafran soldier, coming out in the social media to talk like them, we go carry you, put you for them. So whether you are Butuzo, whether you are Holy Ghost, whether you are no holy, whether you are holy, whoever you are, any moment any of you Biafran soldiers come out to speak in favor of any Ogechikunkere, we carry you, give Oge, and we baptize you with the name of Ogechikunkere, and we push you, go. That's one thing people are not understanding. You see me speaking here today. Any day me, Ugo, begin the feel say I did too important. God go push me, come out, he go use another person. God even fit to use somebody when no be Biafra, come bring Biafra. This is what people are not understanding. You they read Bible, you be children of God, but you know they understand the Bible. Go and shake in the Bible. How many times God used the people that were not the children of Israel, that don't even know him, God. He used them to restore his people. People, you they read Bible, you know they understand Bible. I tell you, nobody is important. This is why I will always tell you that it is not about anybody. Because the moment you begin to understand that this is not about you, you will understand that you are not even important. Not that you are not important in the sense that you are not needed. No, every one of us, I want you to know that if you they give $100,000 every month, every week, and me, I dey hear the talk, and you dey there, they share the program for people to get the awareness, to get the information, brother. The same way you dey important, na the same way me I dey important. Na the same way that man wey dey give 100,000 dey important. Na the same way the man wey say be General Butuzo dey important. So any moment General Butuzo begin to see himself as more important than any other person, that day he don't fail. You cannot do without anybody. You cannot do alone. Like I used to tell you, there are so many things I don't want to talk about our military. They must be careful. And it's like they have begun to retrieve their steps. They are beginning now to pull their legs out of the mud, out of the shit where they don't go and share poke hands on, hey, go one. Because if they refuse to pull their leg out of that and see, they will sink in it. Like I made it clear before, Ogechikunkere is a Nigerian agent. We will come there. When we come there, we talk about it. Oh, my bro, oh, you dare your head. Thank you. Dada Bon Emebo. Dada Bon Emebo. Thank you so much. He said, my bro, oh, you dare your head. It's all you dare your head. My Bishop must be having sleepless night for being gullible. Yes, I know. By now he is crying. He regrets it. You see, this is why I will always tell people, don't collect too much from people. Even if you cannot give, don't collect too much. Even when you are in need, don't collect too much. Listen, if I tell you why I am proud of Ada Dorama, I am proud of her. If Ada Dorama could ask somebody that is giving her money, Ada Dorama ask you, help me, I beg, I want buy computer. You help and buy computer. He appreciate. You can't give him another money on top. She appreciate. Another month you carry money give him. He come to ask you, oh, Oga, this one now waiting. That's, you see, that's why I tell people, illiterate, classification of illiteracy does not base on speaking English. and we never base on speaking English. Illiteracy will common sense. If you no get them, you know say you be illiterate. Like I told you the other day, at that day or way on the some of us or some of them they insult na mumu, you know anything, you know go school. Not only you know go school for English, for France, you go school. They teach children for school. And the me and you know say if you no pass that exam for teaching the children, you will not teach. You will abi na Adeline. Those of you know, even if na to carry children, change their pampers, you the work as your work. Now be daycare, let's say daycare. Let's say na daycare pure. You have to qualify for it. You have to go through exams. You have to pass the exams. So when we are talking about people being literate, let us know what we are saying. Make we know as we dey talk am. Okay? Because I remember when I was in secondary school, there's one boy, he dey blow English. But you know what? Every time exam come, he dey fail English. I tell you, this boy, he go dey speak his grammar, his grammar. If English teacher enter class like this, if you want to explain anything, you go ask him make he explain. You go explain am, and if he dey blow English himself, you go dey sleep, dey lis ten, you go dey not hear. But when he reach to ask am question for English, make he write am that he go fail. Is that one intelligent? Is that one the kind of educated people you are talking about? Speaking, Peter, Shino Peter said, grammar no be knowledge. Grammar no be knowledge. Grammar is another person's language. Let's say now you are from Akwa Ibom. A German person come dey speak Akwa Ibom well pass some people wey you go tell say, hey, this one dey speak Akwa Ibom, he dey very educated. No. But if you dey speak English, you know say you be educated person. That's by the way, make we no go too far. We get too many things to talk about. So wetin I dey tell you, when you look at the headline, I no wan read them. I just want to give you a headline. This is the Nigeria, somebody will wake up and they say he wants support to destroy our Biafra colony. And what these fools don't know is that you cannot even destroy this Biafra. No! Biafra don't go beyond the time you will be able to stop. You can't even delay it anymore. That's why I tell you that if I dey like give example myself, I dey like give example myself. Any day me, I dey talk this, I don't talk and tire. I say any day I feel that me, I no want do this thing again, I don't tire. I go close my computer, close my phone, or rather, even if I go do video, I go do video. But I will be the last person to fight this government. I know that I am sure, that I'm sure that he's fighting towards the restoration of Biafra. I will not fight this government. Just a moment, I beg me on an over. All right, no verse for me. So, like I was saying, listen to chief of defense staff of a country. Now, I want you to ask yourself, is this supposed to be even a village? Nigeria is not qualified to be a village. When the country, so-called country, will tell you, new terrorist group, listen, he knows that they are terrorist group, and he said that They initially seemed friendly. Have you ever seen terror group being friendly before? And today, Tinubu jetting in and out of France every minute is now giving the what do you call them? The Nigerians, that's Niger Republic. They don't they tell you say Tinubu don't collect money from France to cause chaos, to make sure that this Lukarawa and the other terrorist group enter and invade Nigeria. And I want to ask you, if you don't know why, I will tell you why. Why is because Nigeria have refused Nigeria and the EU to pass the gas pipeline through their land to EU. So they are trying to overwhelm Nigeria so that they will be able to pass the pipe. So many things are going on. But Nigeria is standing kakaraka. You cannot overwhelm them with your wickedness. You know the work. Nigeria no go gree. So quickly, we get another thing we will go look into before we go. Let's just take a look at Mayegu and Mayegu. Then we'll listen to Okocha. So just on this alone. So let's go.
Since Bazoum was removed, somehow the Hausas, the Fulanis as well, from northern part of Nigeria, they seem to have a bit of a sympathy for their cousins in Niger. And you see, Bazoum was removed under Tinubus, to the point that when Tinubus decided to invade Niger Republic last year, it triggered a huge sentiment from their part. Their Satan of Jokoto, Emir, and all of these guys, their politicians, they were frequenting Niger Republic, trying to mediate, and they were mounting pressure on Tinubus never to do it. But there was this sentiment that what Niger Republic rejected, Tinubus has embraced. So if Niger, their cousins in Niger, says that France is their enemy, there's no point for Nigerian government to embrace France. This has been a means of suspicion between Nigeria, or between northern Nigeria and Tinubus. Meanwhile, Tinubus, on the other hand, has a confidant called Shaguri. He has been enjoying immunity from arrest, prosecution with the French government. He can't really go many places in the world. He will be arrested. He's a wanted man. But he's a Tinubus pal. He's Tinubus confidant. So when Niger Republic chased France away, it wasn't a bigger problem for Tinubus to become the next option. Something that some of the core Sharia North considered as a betrayal. But they couldn't say much. They were holding it in. So that Tinubus even attempted to invade Niger Republic, that one has already breeded a bit of resentment against him. Then coupled with the failed policies of Tinubus, which to them, if Tinubus was a Fulani northerner, they wouldn't mind. But he's a southerner, a munafiki. That's what they call him, a munafiki.
Okay, quickly, I want us to see another one before we go on. I just want to highlight us of what is going on, because when people don't understand, they will not really know. If you no understand, you no go really know. So I want us to know so that we go understand. I want us to know so we go understand. Because when you are seeing people fighting to keep Nigeria, directly or indirectly, you may not know what you are doing. You remember when Peter Obi was deceiving people and the fools we are saying they are coming to take over their Nigeria. And I was asking these fools that said they are coming to take over their Nigeria. So does it mean you have Nigeria before? Was Nigeria really your country? Were you part of Nigeria? Or you want to take something that does not belong to you in the name that you are. You see these fools, you see how foolish some people are. We saw people that call themselves Niger Delta, Niger, South, West, whatever they call themselves, from these oil producing communities. They have never risen up to demand, to protest, to fight for these oil communities. Once again, I'll go look for their videos, I'll go publish, make we see how these oil communities in the Delta, Niger Delta, South, or whatever they call themselves. We will look and see how these communities look like. Children will grow up from childhood to my age. You don't have telephone. You don't know what is called WhatsApp. They don't even see electricity. They don't see school. They don't see health center, not to talk of hospital. You don't see good water. The same water where they put inside, now they drink. The same water where all you don't spoil, spillage don't cover everywhere. They go use, like if you don't go river, or if you don't see where they put or where they do palm press, when they put water for a drone, if you go there like in the morning or later in the evening when the weather is cool, the oil go cover the water. If you want to take the water, you have to use your hand or something to separate the oil from the water or splash it into two so you will be able to see water. If not, oil go cover the whole surface of the water. Now, so these people they drink. And I've shown us a video in Akwa Ibom before. I've shown it here, where the people, their best Mercedes, luxurious bus, limousine, Ferrari, private jet, na canoe. They no get land. They put sticks like this, put their pot on top, and cook food. They live on, if you don't see those floating houses in Ketu, that is the way they live. The same house, inside their house, so if you dey sleep, you want poo poo, you just open that small hole, you poo poo finish. From there, you use water wash your bum bum, you go lie down back. You want peace, you come out, you the same thing, the same place. And they no be say na big, one small hut where you go see 10 people, they live inside. So that is it. They are not fighting. They have never for once fight for their communities. But you will see them fighting against the restoration of Biafra. You will see them fighting Nnamdi Kanu. You will see them fight Simon Ekpa. You will see them fight. They want Nigeria. Hey, Igbos are too proud. But are you proud of being a slave? You have been removed, minused. You don't know. You don't use your common sense. That's by the way. Let us listen to this, my brother Okocha, once again. The same thing, Nigeria. I want you to know those agents of Nigeria in the midst of Biafra fighters. Una go soon pack una kaya korokorori mad into Nigeria. With the common at the mouth right now. With the common at the mouth. Maybe we listen to this.
A group of people that made that allegation, or it's a coacher that made that allegation, I think people would say, don't mind him. He don't know what he's talking about. This is a president of a country. And before a president could come out to make such allegation, he has a, for some information about what is going on in Nigeria. And that's what I want us to look into, and also to, get the viewers, viewers' point about this current, situation. So for us to understand, the background of this whole thing, let us listen to the Niger Republic president and know the exact allegation that is, triggering this tension. And I will tell you the international politics that is going on and how they want to turn all this of South Africa and Nigeria into a battlefield. Let's listen to Tiani first.
Tinubu ya hito ya maƙyan Najeriya bayani fassara bisa kai ga kuɗin da ya amso Faransa. In bai gayi ba akwai ranar ƙin dillanci sosai kuwa. Tunda shi Allah.
Tinubu should come forward and explain to Nigerians the funds he received from France. If he fails to do so, the truth will eventually come to light. God will reveal it. Despite the attack on us, we have not taken money from anyone, so no one can accuse us of corruption. I have been around the corridors of power for 13 years, and no one can claim that I have ever accepted bribes.
Su sun ka zo tunda sun ga ta sama ne sojan Chadi ke kai ma yan Boko Hari sai sun ka ba su makamai masu sabke jirgi.
Reports indicate that the Chadian forces have attacked Boko Haram fighters using the airspace, prompting the French to equip the terrorists with anti-aircraft guns in retaliation. This happened in October this year. According to information we gathered from those we arrested, there is a plan involving France and the Nigerian government to allow other terror groups such as ISWAP and Lakurawa to establish a base in the Gaba area of Sokoto State. This move is said to facilitate operations across the northwestern states, including Zamfara and Kebbi, with the full knowledge of the Nigerian government.
All right, that is where we are going to start from. He said that Tinubu should come out clean. Tinubu should do what? Come out clean. They want Tinubu to come out clean to explain what is going on between him and France. The agreement they had is, he said, Tinubu collected money from France. That is a very, very weighty allegation. That Tinubu collected money from France to, to agree all these things that France want to do. Now, recently Tinubu went to France. You are aware of that, right? Now, in Tinubu's mission to France, they signed a memorandum of maybe it's understanding about mining and all those things. Now, they signed this agreement that France is going to come and start mining Nigeria mineral resources. This thing, so that you understand where all these things is coming from. Now, after signing that Tinubu signing with France, agreeing with them that they will come and start mining mineral resources in Nigeria, you remember that they put a ban before in Zamfara State that people should not mine, gold and mine all those things. But immediately Tinubu returned to Nigeria, the first thing he did is to leave the sanction of not allowing people to mine the mineral resources. And you know that in Niger, the France, they were mining uranium. In Mali, they were mining gold. In Burkina Faso, they were mining other mineral resources. And France cannot survive without all these things, okay? France cannot survive without all these things. So what they are doing now is that they want to relocate all these industries to Nigeria. Now, the question is, how did France establish a military base in this country? How do they establish their military bases? The way they did it is that if the French citizens are coming to these countries, they want to start mining. Okay, the first thing they want to do is to provide security for these people who want to start mining, because they believe that in these countries they don't have enough security. Okay. Now, for Tinubu to agree for them to come and start mining, don't you know that money, they will call fat money? You understand? The agreement is not just based on nothing. So you cannot allow France to come and start mining our gold without any agreement, without paying. So how much do they pay? So the president of Niger Republic is telling Tinubu, come out clean. If you don't come out clean, I am going to expose you. I am going to tell the world how you collected money from France. But as usual, the Nigerian government is saying that this allegation is baseless, that this allegation is not true. So we are going to look into that. Don't forget about this mining issue. When I raised them before that, many people from France, that they are supporting or arming these terrorists. These are weighty allegations though, but I showed you this picture the other day. This man that is always with a Macron, but he's always, this picture, they took this picture in Monday, okay? This is the man with some terrorists, the Kurawa terrorists in Monday. And this is the same man with, Boko Haram in Nigeria. You understand? So there are so many questions that people have to ask. These are weighty allegations. And the person laying the allegation is not an individual. If it is an individual, you could say, oh, it's just somebody laying an allegation. But we are talking about a sovereign country. A sovereign country like Niger Republic. And Niger Republic have been dealing with France for a very long time. So they know the tactics. They know what they can use. So if France can push Tinubu to invade Niger Republic after the coup, so who told you that they can't right now just try to push the narratives and use Nigeria as a puppet nation to destabilize other nations? Now, the Northerners have agreed with Niger Republic president. This is where the problem is coming from, and it is going to be over for Tinubu. The Northerners, we always cite their brother, the Nigerian. So they are citing the Niger Republic president. Now, the chairman of the Northern Democratic Force, is it not the name of the association, something like that, has come out on Daily Trust interview to say that Tinubu should come out clean, that there are so many things Tinubu are hiding from Nigeria, that it's not going to be business as usual. So let us go into the video and understand this fact, okay? Stay with me.
Tinubu ya hito ya yi Nigeria bayani fassara bisa kai ga kudin da ya amso Faransa. In bai gayi ba akwai ranar kindillanci sosai kuwa tunda shi Allah.
Tinubu should come forward and explain to Nigerians the funds he received from France. If he fails to do so, the truth will eventually come to light. God will reveal it. Despite the attack on us, we have not taken money from anyone, so no one can accuse us of corruption. I have been around the corridors of power for 13 years, and no one can claim that I have ever accepted bribes.
Su sun ka zo tunda sun ga ta sama ne sojan Chad ke kai ma yan Boko hari sai sun ka ba su makamai masu sabke jirgi.
Reports indicate that the Chadian forces have attacked Boko Haram fighters using the airspace, prompting the French to equip the terrorists with anti-aircraft guns in retaliation. This happened in October this year. According to information we gathered from those we arrested, there is a plan involving France and the Nigerian government to allow other terror groups such as ISWAP and La Kurawa to establish a base in the Gaba area of Sokoto State. This move is said to facilitate operations across the northwestern states, including Zamfara and Kebbi, with the full knowledge of the Nigerian government.
Dajin nan ana son a maida shi tsibiri ne na ƴan ta'adda waɗanda aka ce ma Lakurawa.
Quite damning allegations. He had a lot more to say in that interview. But let's bring in our guest. Dr. Ladan Saliu is the spokesperson of the League of Northern Democrats. They're a group who have also raised their own concerns about the need for the Nigerian government to come clean against the backdrop of these allegations from the Nigerian military leader. Dr. Saliu, good evening to you, and thank you so much for joining us on Daily Politics. Let me get, first and foremost,
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, let me get your take on the response of the Nigerian government, because over the past couple of hours, the Ministry of Information and National Orientation has responded. They say these allegations are unfounded, therefore Nigerians should not take it serious. What do you make of that response?
Thank you for having me. First of all, it is normal for a government to respond because the allegations are clearly weighty, and you do not, in any circumstance, expect that the government will keep quiet without saying a word, whether or not these words are, a clear manifestation of a true response to the situation on the ground is another thing. I want to say with every degree of seriousness that the statements by the Nigerian president, the military leader Chani, are not statements that should be considered, rhetorical, or statements that just come out of, from nowhere. This is a military head of state of a nation state that has equal status in any, international fora, whether it is the United Nations, the Commonwealth, or whatever. And for the head of state to come out with these allegations, he must have verifiable, cogent, and true information on the situations on the ground. And we're not talking about a spokesperson of the Nigerian government. No, we are talking about the president of Niger coming out to accuse President Bola Ahmed Tinubu directly, and going further to say that, that our president, he alluded to the fact that he colluded or connived with France to undertake covert military operations in Nigeria in a manner that was seen to kind of embolden insurgents both from the northeast and from the northwestern part of Nigeria. And this is worrisome. It is something that has to be taken seriously, the response of the federal government notwithstanding.
Yeah, Doctor, for a lot of people, they would say it's quite obvious that the current insecurity that we're dealing with preceded the administration of Ahmed Tinubu. And therefore, the connection that the Nigerian military leader is making between the relationship of France and Nigeria's president, albeit an allegation, seems to be too much of a stretch, because we've been dealing with this situation for well over a decade and a half. So what do you make of that, correlation?
I think first and foremost, what the Nigerian government needs to do is to step back from emotions, from sentiments, and delete, vituperations and quick fix responses to what is clearly, a state of clear and present danger to the territorial integrity, the security and survival of Nigeria. Look, if a president comes out to make a statement, that is final. And he wouldn't come out to make such statements without verifying, without having facts and figures. I think what the Nigerian government ought to do or should do is to engage through diplomatic circles and contacts, even if it involves third-party contacts, to find out from the French president from the Nigerian president, more details with respect to the information he gave. And coming back home, we must take these things seriously, my brother, because you're talking of a country, Nigeria, that has, contiguous borders with Niger. In the northeast, you have Yobe, you have Borno bordering Niger, and you have Jigawa in the north central, Sokoto, Kebbi and Katsina and Zamfara. And when you go down, in the middle belt area, you have Kwara through the Borgu, area. Atrocious conflicts or disagreements or military skirmishes from any nation that shares this common border with each other. And what we are saying is that the Nigerian government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is either shortchanged with quality information from his own team. They are not probably coming up clean on the issues. These are weighty issues that must be looked into without sentiments.
Tinubu ya hito ya yi maƙyan Najeriya bayani.
All right, we have listened very clearly, very well to all that. And I believe everybody has gotten the message. Tinubu desperately doing everything to make sure that Nigeria will not see the next breaking of the light, next breaking of the daylight. Now, when you look at what is happening, you see that they are running like castrated bulls, dying horse. So, Nigeria is ready to go to any length to make sure they stop you. If the Niger Republic government comes out openly to tell you what Nigeria government has done and are doing, and I have shown you here that Nigeria government, their military said that they have thought that a terrorist group, Lakarawa, they used to be friendly. This is not the first time. We have seen this in the news media. But because of all these criminals, Nigeria agent in the name of Biafra restoration, fighting, distracting us, I've not been able to be bringing news. But this time, even if I go there fight them, I go there bring the news. We must know what is going on. So it is clear in the news, they made it clear that this Lukarawa or Lakarawa, I think Lukarawa, let me see clearly, Lukarawa has been friendly. When they forced the indigenous people of the area where these people have taken over now, told the Nigerian police and army, look, with the sea movement, they carry waiting that they take common person life, they want kill us. Nigerian military and police can't tell the people, say, make una relax. These people know na friend. These people no do na any bad thing. They are our friend. And now, the chief of defense staff, Christopher Musa, have come to confirm that the new terrorist group, that is not new. That is the one you think or you call or you presume to be new terrorist group. Lukarawa initially seemed friendly in even foolish people, even mad people, even the people who don't kolo can never see terrorists as friendly, no matter how they disguise, no matter how they dress, no matter what they give you. Terrorist is terrorist. And he now here is telling you the new terrorist group. He did not tell you that they were not seen or recognized as terrorists. That means from the one you saw these people, you have recognized them to be terrorist group, and you are only telling us that initially They seem to be friendly. How can you be friends with terrorists? This means they are part of you. And this is what we have been saying. Today, the Nigeria government or Nigeria Republic president is telling us that Nigeria has collaborated with France to bring in more terrorist group to take over their land. Okocha said in his video, the last one we watched, Okocha said that he said they make mistake a triple M. You want to help me, but if you come, you don't go talk too much. Make I give you link because I still want make you listen to our COS before I go permit people. So come and help me because so for now I beg you, come and help me. Tell me where I made the mistake. This is the link. There's the link. So come and help me. Now you there call. Triple M na you. Hello? Na triple M. I dey line compliment of the season. Who they talk? Okay. I'm gonna check out what you got again. No, because I'm line. Okay, thank you. Okay, Triple M, if you can come in and help me clear some things. So, as I be talk, they never before stop the gold mine. The mining of the gold, uranium, ukrainium, wolfranium, all the diamond thing, they never stopped. They were mining. They only told you that they have stopped every mining. But all the while, have you forgotten that boy, Tuji Bello, have told you that he gave contract to Chinese people mining gold and other mineral resources in Sambisa forest and in Niger forest. Nigeria government have not denied that. Nigeria government have not done anything to tell you that